Yeah.
Right in the lens of the camera.
Thank you. Which camera is it? This one? No. Which camera?
Okay, here we go. Depeche Mode pretty much went from, a club band and worked its way up to, to the Rose Bowl, 100,000 people. Is this going to affect your music? Or are you going to... How is this going to affect the band, basically? How has all this notoriety affected you guys?
Well, yeah, we've built up. We started off doing a lot of clubs in LA and stuff, and then we come down to Pasadena, and actually one of the biggest gigs we've done in America at that stage was Perkins Palace. So really coming back at the end now and doing at the end of the whole world tour and coming back and doing the Rose Bowl in Pasadena, it's like it's where we started here in LA as well. So.
All
those years ago. Yeah.
We'd like to think that just because we're playing these vast arenas, that hopefully we won't lose that sort of feeling between the... We've always placed importance on that, the feeling between the band and the audience, and not kind of alienating them.
No, that's really important at the Depeche Mode gigs, that the audience is part of the whole thing.
You guys manage yourselves, you handle the business end as well as the music end, which is admirable. Are you receiving with your album going gold and playing arenas? Are you receiving a lot more added pressure from, say, record companies and other sponsors that to let's say do something more commercial or more something that you don't want to do? How do you feel about that?
Well, yeah, I mean, there's always the pressure when you have more success that to become more commercial or whatever and just to play on it, but I think that's our strength. I think that's one of the big strengths in Depeche Mode, is the fact that we've always done what we wanted to do pretty much record-wise and the way we wanted the record to sound, because we've produced ourselves more or less in the studio as well. So I don't think that's going to change, drastically at all, in the future. It's, we've gone too long now working the way we work. I don't think we're just suddenly going to completely change just because we're gaining more success. And the success hasn't just come overnight. We've been working on it for years. This is just like, the icing on the cake for the tour, if you like. The tour's been going on since October, and we've been playing large gigs all over the world, sort of 10 to 20,000 seaters all over the world. So this is the biggest, of course, but it's as I say, it's not like we've just suddenly come here from nothing.
How did you guys form? You getting together 8 years or something like that, and how did you come up with the name Depeche Mode?
Well, it's just the name of a French magazine.
You've got to say the question.
Yeah, when
the name, sorry.
Okay.
So the name comes from a French magazine, and basically we just formed when we left school.
You guys are from Basildon, Essex, England, or
Basildon.
Basildon. Okay.
Yeah, we're from. Actually, Martin and Andy. You're from Basildon, aren't you?
Nottingham.
Yeah, you were born in Nottingham. Mark was born in London. Alan was born in London, and I was born in Epping. But the majority of us lived in Basildon for the most of our life. Alan was brought up in London.
What's it like when you go home now?
What's about Basildon?
Yeah.
We get a real sort of home welcoming. It's like when we go into town, they usually have like all streamers out and stuff. It's like welcome home, Depeche Mode, all that sort of stuff. Small town. We're small town boys.
Do you have a lot of trouble being recognized in public? How has that affected you? Do you mind it? Do you like it?
It's difficult walking around the town, our hometown, with garlands on. People tend to recognise us.
Yeah, that's right. When you're wearing a tour jacket and you've got like lights with Depeche Mode on your back and stuff, it's like... No, I mean, it's not that bad at all. We don't really have trouble like that. We're lucky in lots of ways. You get hassled a bit sometimes, but it's no more than anywhere else in the world.
What's the craziest thing that ever happened to you on your recent tour? And who's the craziest member of the band?
It's got to be Alan.
Yes, I planted some spring onions.
Yes, Alan's totally like wild.
He's into gardening.
He's into gardening and planting things, aren't you?
One of them came up as well.
It's supposed to be 6 though, wasn't there?
Well,
when your peas come out.
What's the craziest thing that ever happened to you on tour? Or period?
Probably having fights, I suppose. The craziest thing that happens on tour is getting into a fight with each other.
With each other, huh? You guys
after the gig and then going back on stage.
You guys fight a lot, or?
No, we don't actually. There's been a few fights, well, 2.
If you hang around a bit, you might see one a bit later.
Yeah.
We're due for one, put it that way.
As soon as we drive out of here, we're all friendly now, but we've all got our separate limos out there, and then we just go home back to separate hotels.
What kind of what bands do you listen to, or what bands have influenced you most? Because now Depeche Mode seems to be a band that has influenced other people. You talk to newer bands and you go, you know, what bands influence you? And you
oh, my leg just went dumb. Oh,
And
had to stop.
and
Sorry about that.
It's all right, no problem.
What was the question?
Mark,
Sorry.
take it, Mark.
What bands have influenced you the most in your music?
Wow. When we first started out, we were influenced by a lot of the early electronic bands like Kraftwerk and even OMD, really. You know, 'cause they were out sort of 2 or 3 years before us, and we were listening to their first couple of albums before we started. So it's quite, you know, funny that we're playing together now on this tour. But other than that, you know, we've all got lots of different tastes, and it's very difficult to say who actually directly influences you.
What are you guys listening to mostly now? Keeping an eye on?
Just all kinds of different things, you know, not necessarily current music in particular, you know. I mean, I like personally, as Martin said, we've all got different tastes, you know. I like a whole variety of different music.
Right from really sort of early stuff, early rock and roll, to sort of 60s stuff and 70s stuff, and now stuff that's happening now as well, you know. It's a massive cross-section, you know. I think you've got to keep your ears open, you know.
Who plans your stage shows, and what do you have planned for the Monster show that you're going to have here?
Well,
a few nuclear explosions.
yeah, a few, the usual things, yeah, a few rockets going off, stuff like that. No, there's gonna be a few surprises with this one, and a few new songs and stuff, and yeah, it's gonna be different to what we've done on the rest of the tour. There'll be a lot of big surprises and special things happening, which we won't let on now. You have to come along and see.
We've got a girl called Jane Spears who we work.
Jane Spears. She's from Australia and talks in a very high voice.
But we've worked with her for the last 4 or 5 years, something like that.
Yeah.
And she's very good. She does the lights and helps to design the stage.
Very
show.
subtle. She's quite subtle.
But she's good. She's very good. She has the woman's touch, you know.
Is black your guys' favorite color? You seem to always be
Yep.
adorned in black. Is there any reason for that, or is it just that...
No, it's because we're so moody and really sort of down all the time. That's why we wear black all the time. We're really depressive. And no, it's just we actually can look united if we wear black, you know. We usually, when we go away, we all put our flower shirts on and stuff like that. You know, we're in our own rooms, but get the uniform on when we come out again.
So with this show, a lot of people would say, "Wow, Depeche Mode's probably, you know, peaking right now." I'm sure you guys don't like to think of it that way. What's in the future for Depeche Mode?
Well, we're going to be doing a club tour on the next tour. We're getting back to our roots, and no, I don't know. This is a special event, you know. It's not like, I mean, obviously it's a big high point it will be a high point in our career, but we want it to be a special event. It's not just a gig, you know, a regular gig. It's our gig, but it's, you know, it's going to be a whole day's event of other things going on as well, and you know, people can come down just to have a good time. So no, we don't look at it like we don't intend to sort of after this tour to go out and play gigs like this all around the world, because that would be impossible. No, we'll just carry on the way we have, you know, and keep building on our career, you know.
Can we get a few IDs from you
Sure.
guys? Okay. How about
You want to do the MTVs first?
let's do the
You know your MTV. Right?
You've got your MTV IDs. Did Les give you those?
Mark,
I'm not sure.
you're on.
Hello, I'm Martin York.
We'll do the MTV ID, and then
It is that one. Did you know that?
Yeah.
Oh, of course not. Yes,
What's your favourite bit?
yeah, Mark's been
IDs,
rehearsing it.
and then we'll be done.
I looked at it once
He's been working on it for a few weeks.
with Club MTV.
Okay. Tell us whenever you're ready. You just look into the camera and go for it. Are we rolling?
Yeah, hold
We're
on. Let me
rolling.
listen.
Okay, whenever you're ready.
Hello, we're Depeche Mode, and I'm Martin Gore. And Get behind the wheel and on Route 66 with Club MTV and come to see us at the Rose Bowl, Pasadena. June 18th.
Crazy.
And
Now you guys gotta help a little, support him a little bit now, because I know you're sitting there going.
Come on, Mark.
Good. All right, one more time, look right in the camera. Ready?
hello, we're Depeche Mode and I'm Martin Gore. And get behind the wheel and on Route 66 with Club MTV and come to see us at the Rose Bowl, Pasadena on June the 18th.
Okay, one more time. Right into it.
What's wrong with a laugh?
Right into it.
Hello, we're Depeche Mode and I'm Martin Gore. And get behind the wheel and on Route 66 with Club MTV and come to see us at the Rose Bowl, Pasadena on June the 18th.
Okay, what's the next one?
They're all the same, really.
Just do a general and say hi, we're the Depeche Mode and you're watching Club MTV.
Right.
You're watching our new video on MTV.
Right, exactly. This is our new video behind the wheel on Club MTV.
Yeah.
Shall I do it?
Should we do the
Yeah, let's do this. All right.
routine?
Shall I finish up on this one then?
All right.
Do you want to start off then?
Hi, I'm Andy Fletcher.
Martin Gore.
Alan Wilder.
And I'm Dave Garn, and we're Depeche Mode, and you're watching our new video, Behind the Wheel, on MTV.
Okay, is that all the MTV ones?
Yeah, do a Club MTV.
And a Club MTV, okay? Same thing?
You just say you're watching Club MTV.
Right, all right, okay. Go on.
Hi, this is Andy Fletcher.
Martin Gore.
Alan Wilder.
And I'm Dave Garn, and we're from Depeche Mode, and you're watching Club MTV.
Okay, now we just need a few for request video.
Request video right here on video.
Okay. Hi, we're Depeche Mode, and you're watching Request Video here on KDOC Channel 56.
You take that out.
Thanks a lot.
TV 56.